This is it, squad. This is the moment we've been waiting for so long now. And this is the moment that I have been saying, that I have been excited for since Life is Strange ended. And I got on the Life is Strange fandom a little bit too late, but I was still accepted into this amazing fandom that is the Life is Strange community. Welcome back to MISCAT Squad, the Let's Play and Geeky talk show that's all about, you guys guessed it, geekiness and video games. My name is Kat, the host of MISCAT Squad, and today we're going to be reacting to and discussing the trailer for Life is Strange Numero Dos. And yes, I wish I could speak Spanish, but I can't! But if any of you can speak Spanish there, I would love to learn more different languages out there. But anyway, this is Life is Strange 2, and I'm so excited for it because literally I know the characters already from playing Captain Spirit, which I think is going to focus on those same characters. Maybe, I think it's Chris, probably, right? Maybe I probably will be wrong about that, but I, for one, am just really excited and extremely excited to learn about the new cast of Life is Strange. I know a lot of you guys were salty and upset over the fact that Max and Chloe won't be in this game, but maybe there will be Easter eggs about them in this game, and we don't know yet, because it's still an episodic adventure, which means there's gonna be episode 1, and maybe, I'm not sure if there's gonna be 5 episodes or not, but we still have so much time to see if Max and Chloe are gonna come back. But even if they don't, let us appreciate the hard work and the dedication that these studios are bringing us, that they're actually bringing us a brand new game. So for anyone out there saying like, oh, I'm salty, I'm not gonna support the studio anymore because Max and Chloe, I understand why you're upset. Those are my daughters as well. As you guys know, I adopt video game characters, and especially from the Life is Strange cast, they became my daughters. Life is Strange was the first video game that we did play on MISCAT Squad, which is basically the video game that started it all.
I have no idea where we are.
Ooh. Does it take place in the same universe though?
Feels like we're walking nowhere. I don't think Daniel understands what's going on.
Wait, they were in Captain Spirit. They were the neighbors.
I can't tell him the truth now. I just can't.
What's the truth?
How am I supposed to take care of us out here?
It's a sibling story. Don't do this to me. I have siblings. Don't do this to me. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Are they homeless? Don't tell me my babies are homeless.
On the ground! Don't move!
What's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, he's running. Okay, what just happened?
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can't do.
Oh my god!
As long as we're together.
Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Oh, I am so hyped up for this. Hold on. We have lots to talk about. Okay, first and foremost, it's not focusing on Chris. That's what's really interesting. So they kind of tricked us to invite us into the whole new cast of characters by using Chris's story. So it focuses on the, okay, this is gonna, ow, I just hurt myself. This is going to be probably really emotional for me because I have younger sisters, so if the main character is the older brother, I'm an older sister, so there's probably gonna, because I mean, when you're the older sibling, you usually take the most, the most beatings, or you take the most crap because you're the firstborn, and then you try to make, like, you instill a better life for your younger siblings. But if it's anything like that, I'm not gonna be able to handle it because I'll be an extremely emotional, blubbering mess. What I got the feels of it, I kind of got the Walking Dead feels from it for some reason, probably because they're wandering. My thoughts on this. I'm hyped. Why? It's a totally different story. And what I love about the Life is Strange universe is that they could do almost anything. I mean, it could focus on any type of powers. I'm wondering what type of power that this guy's gonna have. Or maybe his brother is the one that has the power. So there's so much we could talk about, because Life is Strange, as we know, it does focus on the power, so it might be? I'm not sure. Like, it could focus on overall, like, maybe he has some kind of, not time control powers, but something else altogether. Another thing I appreciate this, diverse characters, brilliant there. A lot of representation with diversity needs to be seen more in video games, so I'm glad that Dotnod is going to be, adding more diverse characters. I'm intrigued. Why? Because if it is a sibling type of story, there's so much that we can explore, whether that is they're homeless because he's like, oh, how am I going to tell him, how am I going to take care of him. And I also like the fact that these are guy characters, not girl characters this time, because like I feel like they're mixing it up within the Life is Strange universe. How many years go on, how many new games that we may get. We want different stories. So there might be, again, I'm hoping that there's references to the older cast of Life is Strange. I think this may take, I'm not sure if this will take place in real time. It might. But why am I so intrigued with this? Why? Because it's a new story. It's a new set of characters, and that's what we need. I love stories that follow the same cast of characters. I love that, but Max and Chloe's story has ended, as they have said. But that doesn't mean that they won't show up. I love them, okay? I love Max and Chloe and their amazing story. But I also love how this is going to focus on family. You guys know I love family games. I love stories that are about family. And it seems like they're doing like survival of the fittest. It might be that story where older brother makes sure younger brother survives out in the wilderness because something may have happened with their parents, or something may have happened altogether that people are after them. So he, as you saw, he was carrying his brother. It's going to get that emotional probably for me, and this is just the first episode, so they're not showing the whole trailer for the entirety of the series, but they're showing for the first episode. So my thoughts on this, it might focus either on this cast, like them as the main characters, or each episode might focus on a new set of characters. So it could be them first and maybe Chris later on. So it could be like a whole cast of characters within one small town. I mean, I have that feeling because they introduced Chris, so Chris has to have some kind of big part, because you know how The Walking Dead 400 Days did it, where those characters were introduced and we thought that they were going to be in season 2 of The Walking Dead. Some of them were, but the other ones, they didn't show up at all. It actually determined how you played 400 Days were connected to The Walking Dead Season 2. Maybe Chris is that, it's like they're taking the same route as that. Maybe Chris is going to be a character within the series, and determined on how you ended the DLC, maybe that will affect your gameplay. So I am hyped for this. As you know, I'm a big Life is Strange fan. If you guys haven't checked out my Life is Strange series, please do. Young Cat, that's Young Cat. That's Flesh Blood Cat. That's when I first started YouTube with gaming, and it was a wild ride. I went through a wild ride of emotions. I matured as a person completely of who I am now compared to who I once was when I did play Life is Strange Season 1. And then we also played Captain Spirit. So if you guys are new, be sure to check out those playlists first before tuning into Life is Strange Season 2, because you will probably want to get my perspective on a lot of things within the Life is Strange universe. I also have a ton of fun little Life is Strange videos on here that I would love for you guys to check out as well, to just get hyped up for Life is Strange Season 2. The thing is I'm ready. I'm ready to explore the universe of Life is Strange with a whole new set of cast of characters, because it's about time. Because now people who may have not really liked Life is Strange Season 1, maybe they will like Life is Strange 2. Maybe they will. Maybe this will change their total perspective on the whole Life is Strange series and give the first one a chance. So I'm pumped 100%. I know there's going to be a lot of critiques out there. I know I've already seen that some people have been salty. Even before I started reacting to this, I saw on Twitter and I saw people's comments like, I don't really like this. And I'm like, I wonder why. But I'm hyped. I'm really excited for this because I hear what the studio is saying. I hear what the producers are saying, and they put their heart, their blood, sweat, and tears into these video games, and we as the fans should support them. Yeah, some things may not go our way. Sometimes we might be salty here and there, but let's just take the time to really appreciate that we're even getting a second Life is Strange game. They didn't have to do this for us, but they are. So for right now, I know there's going to be, I want to know your thoughts on it. And again, every opinion is welcome here on MISCAT Squad about these games, as long as you're respectful for each other's, opinions. I mean, we're a family here, we respect each other's opinions. But again, if you don't like it, if you would disagree with me, just, feel free to have a kind argument. Like, there's some arguments out there that can be, like, really settled, civil type of arguments about these games. So, I want to know, hashtag, are you Team Life is Strange 2? Or hashtag, are you not Team Life is Strange 2? Because I, for one, am on Team Life is Strange 2. My only critique is the trailer was too short. That's my only critique. I'm someone who actually does create book trailers for a living. Like, I actually still make book trailers for authors out there. So what I like to do with trailers is give, like, the in-depth, like, what the book is about without really spoiling everything. And usually trailers are for books, they're, 30 to 1 minute. But for games, because they're a little, they're hours worth of content, I'm always thinking that the trailer should be, like, 3-4 minutes long. So in, like, we might get more footage over the next few weeks or so before the game does release. But my only critique so far is the trailer should have been longer to give us a more in-depth discussion about what is going on, what is actually happening. But again, this got me hyped up, so they did a good job with editing, like, some of the parts in where it's like, oh my god, like, this is a suspenseful moment. Like, I love the part when you see him carrying his younger brother and they're running. They're just running. They're booking it, and I'm like, oh crap, what's gonna happen? I'm also excited to see what the powers are, if there's any powers, because before the storm, they didn't have any powers. There was no powers at all. Except there were arguments, did Rachel actually have wind powers or fire powers? That's a total argument a lot of people do have. But with this, I'm thinking that if there's no powers, it could still work, because Life is Strange, it's about, the oddities that happen in life, and it doesn't always just need the powers, but the powers is what kind of bring the supernatural of it. And I for one am a huge fan of supernatural, but they just did, Dontnod just focused on vampire, so maybe that was just their supernaturalness to it, but maybe or not. I mean, I would like to know, do you guys think that Life is Strange 2 is going to focus on powers? I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'm excited! I'm really pumped up for this because, I was having a bad day today, and then when I saw this, like, when you guys were sending this on Twitter on my feed, I'm like, I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna, watch this, see if I like it or not, and I'm actually pretty hyped up for the outcome of it, because it looks like there's gonna be a ton that we can explore together and also experience, because as you know, I'm a big sister. If we get to play as a big brother, there's gonna be a lot of emotion, because I know he's gonna take the heavy hitting of a lot of things. I know he's gonna be the one to be like protecting his younger siblings and making sure they're okay, because I've been in situations like that, and if there's anything that I can relate to in this, you darn know well. If you're new here, you won't know how emotional I am, but if you check out the channel, you will know how annoyingly emotional I get. And again, I know you guys are always saying, like, don't apologize for, being emotional and everything, but you know what, I'm not gonna anymore, because that's who I am. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, and, with this, my only critique was the trailer should have been a tad bit longer. That's about it, though. Loved it. Extremely excited to see what it holds for us and what we can adventure. My only questions are, again, what are the powers? What do you guys think the powers are? What do you think's going on within the town? Do you think that the old cast of Life is Strange is going to show up? Is it in the same type of, area that happened with Max and Chloe? So is the time, like, what's the timeline on it? Is this before Max and Chloe? Is this after Max and Chloe? And where did this take place? I know it's probably not Arcadia Bay, because it's depending on your ending. I'm not spoiling anything for anybody who didn't play the first season Life is Strange, but I'm excited. I want to know, are you guys excited? I can't wait to start playing this with you guys. As you know, we're going to start as soon as possible, and there will be a ton of Life is Strange 2 content on the channel. Episodes will be much longer, because I know you guys really do enjoy. For story games, it has to be much longer. I mean, that's how you should, and even Jacksepticeye was saying, like, to enjoy, like, story games, you have to play them much longer. Like, story games, you gotta have immersed yourself. So episodes will be much longer, and yeah, I'm excited to give my commentary on this. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. And yeah, guys, until the next video, embrace your inner fangirl and your inner fanboy every single day.